Most people get the concept of acting as if completely wrong. That's why it feels fake. And that does not manifest the money that you desire. It just makes you good at acting. So in this video, you're about to learn what no one is talking about, which is how to apply neuroscience to acting as if so that it actually works. My name is Giselle Baumet. I have a background in applied neuroscience at the master's level, and I get to work every single day with brilliant women entrepreneurs as I help them to open up to abundance by removing the blocks that have been preventing it. I want to tell you this first. You are not broken because you are resisting fake energy. Your brain is just doing its job. When your words and your beliefs do not match, it doesn't matter how much you try to act as if, it will create cognitive dissonance. In fact, there are studies that show that when you try to do something that is against your beliefs, your brain activates, and at that moment, it predicts whether you will actually make a change or not. So if acting as if has felt fake to you, like it feels like you're trying to do something, then you're not failing. That is a sign from your nervous system. And no amount of acting as if is going to override that. There's an authentic way to do this and a very inauthentic way to do this. Let's talk about the authentic way of acting as if, the way that actually works. The goal is not to fake a future self. The goal instead is to feed your brain believable predictions about the person that you are becoming. Because again, if you're doing acting as if and it feels fake, or you're trying in it, you're basically running into predictive coding. The goal is believable predictions, because when your next level identity feels within reach, your nervous system can relax. It can allow for that becoming process to actually happen. Action becomes easier, tension drops, your identity updates. This is how you act as if without faking it. You do it in 3 pillars: identity cues, embodied signals, if-then plans. Now, I'm going to tell you what each of those mean so that you can start applying it in your life. Number 1 is identity cues that your brain accepts. Your identity is not fixed. It is active and it is dependent on context. In each situation that you're in, your brain is asking, who am I here? And then it just pushes you to the actions that match that identity. It's basically identity-based motivation. So when your identity feels accessible and congruent, your actions are with flow. It feels easy. And anything that you run into in regards to challenges, they just serve as signals for you to keep growing through it. Those challenges and those blocks do not mean reasons to quit for you. So we don't go from I'm stuck at 100K a year to I now make $1 million a year. Your brain will literally reject that leap no matter how many times you're speaking that is who you are now. So instead, we use bridge identities to get you there. I am the woman who makes clear decisions fast. I am the woman who creates safety and security for myself. I am the woman who takes an income building action every single day before 1 p.m. These are true the moment that you do them one time. They are believable, and then you expand on that. So those are the kind of statements that you will say, not I make 100K and now I make $1 million a year. We're going to do the bridge identities to get you there. To that, you're going to do embodied signals. And these are embodied signals that your body believes. And here's what I mean. Your body's talking to your brain all day, every day. How you talk, how you stand, the tonality of your voice, your movements. Those things may seem small, but they're not. You are giving daily inputs to your brain. Neuroscience backs this up. There's research that shows that when you're standing in a power stand, you're literally reducing stress, you're lowering fatigue, and you're improving your mood. And that's compared to having a more kind of slumped stand, trying to do the same thing. Now, I'm not saying you have to like walk around like this all day, every day. Okay, that would be exhausting. But I want you to just be aware of your posture, of how you're standing, especially when you're about to do a task. That income making task, how's your body when you're doing it? What kind of inputs are you telling your brain? Adjust accordingly and send the right signals. You're probably a woman entrepreneur if you're watching this or considering it, because the majority of the women that join my community are women entrepreneurs. That's primarily who I work with. So for you in particular, let's say you're about to do an income generating action. What I want you to do before then, I want you to sit up or stand up, back nice and straight, shoulders back but relaxed. And I want you to have a power stance. So not closed in, not like this, okay? But like a power open stand. And I want you in that position to breathe in from your nose for a count of 4, and then breathe out from your nose for a count of 6. And then I want you to do that for about 3 times. So 3 breaths. When you're done, I want you to speak your bridge identity. So it might be something like, I am a woman who works with aligned premium clients. Or you might say, I am the woman who generates $5,000 this month. Now, keep in mind, $5,000 this month, if let's say last month you did $4,000. What I would not do, for example, if this past month you generated $10,000, I would not say something like, I am the woman that generates $100,000 a month. I would instead say, I am the woman that generates $12,000 a month. This is not your forever identity, my love. This is your bridge identity that gets you there much quicker. Now we have the identity bridge, then we have the embodied signals, and now this is so important, the if-then actions. And then stay with me so that I can tell you the 3 common mistakes that you are likely to make so that you can avoid them completely. So most people will stop at motivation. And what I want you to do is this: implementation intentions. Let me repeat that again. Implementation intentions. And here's what I mean. If it's 9 a.m., I send 3 income generating emails. If I hear, what's your price? I state my price and I pause. Meta-analysis and large reviews have shown that implementation intentions increase your goal achievement, not just in your business, but in your health, productivity, and behavior. The reason why this works is because implementation intentions create a mental link between the cue and your action. So when the cue appears, action fires without hesitation. That's how you act as if without feeling fake. We're using neuroscience instead of, I'll just fake it till I make it, which does not work. Okay, let's talk about the common mistakes. Number 1, I mentioned it earlier, your identity bridges are way too large. Don't do that. Make smaller identity bridges so that it is believable to your brain and receivable to your body. Otherwise, you are literally just self-sabotaging over and over again. Common mistake number 2 is performing instead of embodying. Those are night and day different. Performing just chases for approval. Embodiment is private and calm. It's about who are you when nobody is watching you. Are you still that person that you are becoming even if nobody is watching you? That's embodiment. Mistake number 3 is relying on willpower. We are not doing that. Stress can completely erase whatever you had planned. Overwhelm, burnt out, desperation, all of those things. We're not doing that. We are not relying on willpower because there are situations that can completely go, whoop, there goes the willpower. We are using the if-then planned actions so that you tie each action to a time, a place, and a trigger. Let the if-then action plan carry you, not willpower. Now, let's say that you try this and you're like, I'm still not feeling like that woman, or I'm not seeing it immediately in my tangible life. Okay, good. You're not meant to wait until you feel it to be able to do this. You're just meant to create just enough evidence each day that moves you into your desires. We're just changing what your brain is predicting and what it's expecting so that it's more aligned to where you want to be. And then if you're like, but I've been doing this, I did it for a whole month and I'm not seeing it in my reality. That's not embodiment. That is performance. I want you to embody it. If nothing changes in your life, this is still who you are, because it is a becoming process. We're changing your brain and your nervous system so that you become a new identity. When that identity is embodied in all ways, it doesn't matter what's happening in your reality, trust me, your actions, your behavior, your thinking process will change when it's embodied, and your actions will change your reality. It is not one thing only that changes your entire life. It is an accumulation of who you are as you shift your identity. It's a series of things that you do that start to shift your brain and your body so that you create new neural pathways that embed and imprint a wealth identity. This is neural wealth. This is imprinting neural wealth into you. And I know you're ready for that because you're majestic. You're so much more powerful than you realize. And I cannot wait for you to realize it.